it's going to be interesting to see how Delta Force uh, manages this Ken, it seems like it will be. So, yeah, going into winners final, both of these players type their names in all caps, and you better believe that they're going to be just as bold-faced and loud in terms of their gameplay.
Oh yeah, and we've been seeing it all day from each of them. And wow, speaking of getting in on Link, this is
Ooh,
what happens. Really quick start from Doom, who's gonna just gonna just drop
yeah.
down, and Gimp as well. Really well played. Looks like Doom very much ready for this.
Yeah, Delta Force. I mean, getting into winners semifinals by beating Ice Ninja, who went Mega Man instead of DDD. Interesting choice. In fact, taking a game off of Delta Force, but that's it makes you wonder. Delta Force experimenting with a PT throughout this tournament. If this keeps up, they might want to think about switching off to their pocket yet again.
Yeah, the thing is I don't know. I feel like this is probably Delta Force's best case. I think maybe it might just take a few games or maybe a game or so to get kind of up to the speed that Doom is playing at, because it looks like Doom is just playing a really fast-paced game right now. And I just don't know if it like caught Delta Force by surprise, but I do think that Delta Force, being the smart player that he is, could probably figure out some ways to sort of combat what he's up against, because he's already kind of closing the gap a little bit.
Never want to doubt the lad, that is for sure. And the comeback potential is certainly there, but it certainly requires a bit of patience. And I'd have to say that their patience with that heavy Shoryu is running out pretty quickly, considering how effective Doom is utilizing it.
Oh yeah. So let's see here. Still not out of Delta Force's, still not out of his clutches yet, because Link does hit a bit like a truck sometimes, and there are ways that you can sort of disrupt Ken getting off stage too. It's really just finding that advantage. And there's some of the combo potential I was mentioning before the set started, where Ken just has really good game once he's in, and nearly taking that last stock. It's starting to look a little bit out of hand for Delta Force.
I mean, Doom is as battle-tested as they come, but Delta Force, who has been an absolute terror in the offline era, has certainly shown out at a few of these tournaments as well. In fact, winning a fusion or two every now and then and placing quite well in a few of the more recent DNA tournaments. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, it seemed, and it's going to be Doom that is looking to solidify their place. You know what? No, you stand to the side of the altar. This is my day, and Doom looking to assure that in a best-of-5 set victory. That's one down, two to go. What's
Two to
Delta
go.
Force's play here?
I think Delta Force just buckles down and plays his game. Quite simply that. I think that's pretty much it. And I think it's really just making the adjustments, because Delta Force is really good at that. Doom's playing fantastically, like, bottom line. And this first stock right here kind of set the whole tone for the day, or for the set anyways, because that was a quick stock to lose. I mean, Delta Force kind of was finding his way back in, but not after that damage is done. It's really hard to come back from something like that.
Yeah, Delta Force, the most recent tournament, wound up getting taken out by Red Burpo, a local joker, at least local to the Philly area. Shoutouts Philly. And going down to Pharaoh as well. And yeah, to be fair, those are tough ways to go out, and very close games, both of them. So Delta Force looking for a comeback, and has definitely succeeded in one respect already. But I don't think they're going to be happy with guaranteed third, as that is about where they've finished for most of these DNA tournaments that they've entered recently.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think Delta Force is kind of peaked at third, but gets it fairly consistent per how often he attends.
Yeah, but Doom's going to be looking to make a relatively rare appearance here at DNA, but man, what a mark they are making, certainly most of all upon the face of the hero of time with that heavy Shoryu. That is the fourth stock that they have taken with that maneuver, and they are piling up the damage real quickly. That could spell doom indeed for Delta Force.
Let's see.
I know that sounded a little cheesy. I'm sorry about that, but
No,
you're just going to have, you know exactly what you signed up for, Chris.
Yeah, I sure do. So here we go. More of the usual coming out from Doom, making this look, making it look like he's played against Link before. Because I mean, DELTAFORCE really can't find one way in, one way or the other, and we're seeing it. This is kind of what I was saying. Is once Doom is in, the the actual Ken combo is coming out, but it is gonna get Doom off of him with the spin.
Yeah, and gotta say, Doom, as practiced as this Ken is looking, I know that it was a little rough how it kind of makes you wonder, like, oh man, Citadel was looking a little rough there. It's like, no, Doom is just this on point. He knows how to deal with even the zoning of Link with relative ease, even though DELTAFORCE, obviously one of the more aggressive Links that we have seen in these brackets, focuses through the up air. That's a brave maneuver in of itself. And yeah, in comes the crescent kicks. Not going to kill off a Tatsu, but yeah, if you fail to tech, you are going to get Shoryu'd into the heavens. Doom going up 2-0. DELTAFORCE needs to respond.
Yeah, there's something has to happen here. This is looking like it might be kind of a quick 3-0. I mean, all signs kind of indicate it, but you never want to count DELTAFORCE out. I'll spend all day talking about how smart he is as a player, and I stand by it. I just think, like, sometimes when you come against, like, the right Shoto, and in this case, Doom is that right Shoto, things just go fast and feel very overwhelming. It looks like the combo game is down, option coverage down. Doom just, honestly, playing just really well versus DELTAFORCE just not playing well. It's just kind of like that.
No, you're absolutely right. It is a rough go of it. The last DNA that they wound up entering, they finished 13th, going down to Joe, who was a very talented Ness, who we've seen every now and then in these Wi-Fi brackets, and for Lukaska, who's a very familiar name to those of us, at least around here, Luigi main. So now we can't even just call them a Wi-Fi Luigi, and that's what hurts the most, Chris. But regardless, DELTAFORCE does so many times has finished in third place, has made it to winners final, and has come up short. Doom is looking to make that a far more unfortunate number 3 than perhaps DELTAFORCE was looking at prior. Focus attack into heavy Shoryu. Doom well on their way.
That was beautiful and really well played, especially on a multi-hitting move like that. But at least, DELTAFORCE keeping things a little bit more even in this game 3, and maybe, despite all the the downs in the set for DELTAFORCE, maybe he's starting to pick up on a little bit of something. I think that the real problem with DELTAFORCE is finding out the way to really get in on Ken and do anything effective, because it seems like as soon as he's in, he ends up the one getting comboed. Like, he'll get in there for a second, he'll add some hits, but then Doom turns it around and, trying the jab block.
Oh, man, just like that, Doom starting to pull away with it. And you're absolutely right. When DELTAFORCE wound up getting killed, that Ken was in triple digits. No such luck for them here as Doom is able to bring that back. And even though they may well get comboed, DELTAFORCE is getting in the in sword range for sure. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. But they were also well within kick range. And that seemed to happen a little bit more often than the swords. Doom spelling disaster for everyone that they have faced so far. They will be sitting in the ring waiting for a challenger in grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Doom just put on a total clinic tonight. We got to see a Kirby matchup, which I know is bad for Kirby, but looked especially bad watching how he handled it. And then now we got to see Doom play against, honestly, a pretty good Link. You wouldn't know it with how kind of quickly chewed through, but yeah, maybe making our night fast here so far. And yeah, I actually missed the interaction before that, but really good gameplay coming out from Doom.
All right, so do we have time before the next match gets started, or are they getting to in the arena?
They're not here yet. I would say go for it.
Yeah, we are going to go to a quick break, but before we do that, Chris Elodian, I'm going to ask you one thing. Hit him with the ass slides.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Dude,
know
what?
Usually I'm right on, but
it's all good. But you know what? The thing is that you're always right on. You know who else is right on? The United E-League Federation. Register, play games, and earn credits. UEF.GG. That's who you want to hit up to start your career in esports today. There are earning opportunities available for players, commentators, organizers, live producers, and more. You want to know more? Hit up the cord. Discord.link/UEF. The United E-League Federation is a proud partner of Master Hand Gaming.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah. And of course, Galaxy Gambit X Collision. The Collision Series and the Buzz teaming up. What could possibly be better? Not a whole lot. Every Friday. That is every Friday at 6 Eastern. Smash.gg/Galaxy Gambit. You'll see people like me, occasionally Ajax, occasionally Fang, holding it down on commentary there. And you better believe some of the best competition that the Wi-Fi realm has to offer.
Yeah, no, I know this is an old ad slide, so I'm just going to prep, set your guys' expectation for that. But the tournament is every single Tuesday, and Stu, this is your home turf, essentially.
More or less, yeah. Just an hour or so northwest of me. That's where the BAE is. And yeah, you better believe the Bay is back. Vacation Online. It's a free online SSBU weekly. Got 2 streams happening over there. It's No Pause Tournaments and Lyric of Wisdom. Shout out to Lyric. You want to know more? Hit it up. Smash.gg/BAEO. And that's every single Tuesday starting at 6:30 p.m.
Yep. So there we are. Those are mostly the ads. A little bit late today. I could tell you right now, definitely a little bit of a transition period. And you're seeing some new tournaments, some old tournaments, just different things going on, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So those are the things you want to pay attention to now, because I know the No Pause tournaments. That tournament is relatively kind of newly vamped, because they come back maybe like a month ago, if that.
Just a little over a month ago. You're absolutely right.
A little over a month. Okay. Yeah, and then obviously Galaxy Gambit also relatively new. So those are all new events. The UEF